Hafide, Guahusi Victoria-Lola Leon Guerrero, and I'm a mother and a writer and a lover of our people's history and culture. And one of my favorite places in Guåhan is here at Litekyan. Litekyan, which is commonly known as Ritidian, but its native name is Litekyan, or the stirring place, because of the stirring of the ocean water, which is very rough here. But also very giving. It's a place where our ancestors have left traces of their life dating back to the earliest history of our people, 3,500 years ago. And archaeologists and historians speculate that the reason the place has always been populated is because of access to fresh water. Litekyan has access to the northern Guam lens aquifer, which is a vast aquifer that supplies the island with up to 60 million gallons of water a day. So our ancestors were able to get fresh water easily through freshwater drips in the caves, which are plentiful here, in little pools in the caves where they could access the aquifer directly, and even in seeps of fresh water at the ocean. And so, as you can see, I'm here in one of the older Lati villages here at Litekyan, and of course over time the space changed and the use of the space changed, and so just outside of this Lati house, there's a stone well that during the 1800s, in the Spanish era, when there was a huge agricultural development of Litekyan, some of the Lati were repurposed to build stone wells. And that helped with the agriculture and the people who stayed here in order to grow food for the rest of the population. Litekyan currently is used by people who continue to fish and families who continue to come here to learn more about our history and to enjoy the beautiful beach. But sadly, due to the U.S. military's plans to station Marines on Guam, they'd like to build the Marines a firing range above Litekyan, threatening our community's access to this important cultural and historical space, and also threatening the aquifer that continues to supply most of the island with fresh water. The Department of Navy's environmental impact statements state that with the increased population, there will be an increased demand in water that will pull so much from the aquifer that we could see some saltwater intrusion, which would affect the cleanliness of the water. They also predict that they will not be able to repair our sewage system in time to prevent sewage spills that would also affect the quality of our groundwater. And this is very upsetting when you think of the fact that the Navy controls another major water source, which is Fenna Lake. And because they control Fenna Lake, they sell our water back to us at a rate that is much higher than the rate our water agency charges us. And it's so high and it's raised so frequently and arbitrarily that the Guam Waterworks Authority has had to literally wean the island off of Fenna Lake because they cannot afford the water there. And so considering that now majority of the island's water comes from this northern Guam lens aquifer, and an increased military presence and an increased and unexpected population growth as a result could affect the cleanliness of this water, is something that we as a community should not accept. Water is a human right that we have to really protect and that we have to fight for. We shall not allow anybody to threaten our water because water is life. And we on Guam are so blessed with this aquifer. There are people that go through droughts that affect everything. It changes their entire way of life, and we don't have to worry about that because we have such a vast water supply. It's something that we have to offer for ourselves. It's something we have to offer to the world. We should never allow the threat of somebody else's plans for their military affect our access to clean water, because through clean water, we are healthier and happier people. And so I want to encourage people to come to Litekyan, learn about this space, and learn about our water. How do we get our water every day? Because we can't start learning about our water when it's too late.